Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Penguins Collective podcast. We're going to give some time for people to still come on in. Abby Fantavi on Twitch, Armand on YouTube. Hello, hello. Shoondog, YouTube. Hello, welcome. He said he was waiting for Doot Doot. There will not be a Doot Doot tonight. Abby says Peep Lou right here. Peep Blue right there. Yeah, when I tried to click the intro to try to make it very like a seamless transition, did not work. Did not work whatsoever. So you saw me for a quick second. But I think it worked out pretty fine, if you ask me. All right. So let's answer another question here. Where is Josh? Josh is out on a date night. So that is completely okay. Josh can have the night off. And if there was a night to have off, it'd be tonight. The Penguins absolutely stunk. The Penguins lost to the New York Rangers 6-1. It was a rough game for the Penguins. Armand says, hey, at least Wilkes-Barre won. That is true. Wilkes-Barre had their opening night tonight. Murashov started in net, and he did look good. He did, in fact, look really good. So we're happy at least one of the Penguins team has won. Jonah Schweinberg says, what is up? What is up, Jonah? How are you? Brendan Reed says, doot, doot. So welcome back, everyone. Just to do a little bit of housekeeping before we start tonight's episode. This episode, of course, is always brought to you by Rogue Energy. Make sure you go to rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective to use your promo code TPC10 for 10% off your entire purchase. They have some new shakers out right now, and they have some new flavors coming through the pipeline, like citrus for hydration. So make sure you guys go and get your Rogue Energy hydration, your chill, whatever you want. Make sure you use code TPC10 for 10% off your purchase. And then also, this podcast is also brought to you by Third Assist Hockey Company. Go to thirdassist.com. And if you like vintage hockey gear, but it's also made in the modern era, so like those gloves in the back right there. Hey, that's made by Third Assist. His name is Chris. He does a great job with all that stuff, and we're happy to partner up with him this season. So if you want to use anything, if you want to get anything, use code TPC10 there as well. A lot of people are in the chat over at Twitch. Hello, Kitten Whiskers. Josiah Schweinberg. We didn't catch any of the game. What the heck happened? Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Let's talk about it right there as Kitten Whiskers and Abby Fantabi on Twitch are figuring out some emotes that's going on right there. That's fantastic. I'm going to let them figure that out. See, don't laugh. The party just arrived. I see that. I wonder if we can show this right here. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Look at that. Now you guys can see the whole chat. What do you think of this? What do you think of this so far? We like this? We like the chat on the side so you guys can... All right, love it. Great, cool. Yeah, well, let's get started today. The Penguins did not look good whatsoever. The Penguins looked terrible, but it didn't start that way. So as soon as puck dropped, the Pens were back to how they were playing the last two games. Fast, they were communicating well, their puck management was good, and then all of a sudden, the penalties started raining in. And then it just kind of died off. The Penguins got in too much trouble with the penalties, and the Rangers took advantage of that, getting an early 1-0 lead. The only highlight was tying the game was Ben Kindle, and he scored his first NHL goal, and that was something that was expected. We were waiting for that to happen, and it finally did. So we're very, very glad Ben Kindle got his first goal, but it was rough after that. So after the 1-1 game, then once again it's penalties led to um, just more bad plays by the Penguins, and the the Rangers just capitalized on that and just made us look silly. Artur Shilovs just played all right. I think the goals that he faced early on in the game were not his fault whatsoever. It was all bad defense. Chris Letang didn't look that great, and even Brunick had his moments. Once again, he's young. We're not expecting him to be 100%. But people like Chris Letang, Eric Carlson need to make better passes on the rush. They just did not have the opportunity to get down low like they were doing the last two games. They were fumbling the puck. Even Malkin, Sid, they were turning the puck over early tonight, and it cost us. I think it was their first goal, which was an odd man rush on the power play. It was a shorthanded goal for the New York Rangers. Sid tried to pass it back to the blue line. He was down low to the left of the goaltender by the hash marks, and he tried to send it up, intercepted. They went on a 2-on-1. And here's where I have a problem with the defense. Defense 101, Josiah's in the chat. He'll tell you. Defense 101 is you take away the pass. You don't take, as a defenseman, you take away the pass. You let the guy shoot on the goaltender one-on-one. And Chris Letang just didn't do that. I just don't understand what his thought process was on the 2-on-1. He kind of just sat and watched, and the pass did get off. So his job is to intercept that pass, to disrupt that pass. He just stood there, went right past him, and it was just a one quick pass into the back of the net. So these things, these simple fundamental mistakes cost the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. A lot of bad defensive mistakes, a lot of bad special teams. That's the word I was looking for. We were taking too many penalties. We were shooting ourselves in the foot, and it cost us. So yes, go Penguins, kit and whiskers. But unfortunately, they didn't do what they needed to do tonight. The Penguins lost, and listen, we were just praising the Pittsburgh Penguins last game against the Islanders about how they were freely moving. They felt like they had the shackles taken off. They could breathe. They could do the things that they wanted to do. Defense was getting down low. Sid was finding people, and everyone was just kind of communicating. The puck management was really good. And that carried over into the first 5 minutes of the period today. After that, everything just kind of went out the window. They were scrambling. They were taking bad penalties. Their discipline was just way off, and we got exposed. I mean, it's, if you want to boil it down to one sentence, the Pittsburgh Penguins got exposed tonight. Now, no need to freak out. It's only the third game, but this is kind of what I was expecting the Pittsburgh Penguins to be from game one. Kind of all over the place, right? We have a new roster, and guys are still trying to figure things out. Rust came back to the roster today, which meant Ville Kovinen got sent down to Wilkes-Barre for their opening night tonight. And it's just, hey, maybe that was a shakeup that messed everything up for the Penguins, but we won't know. The Pittsburgh Penguins did look terrible, but I want to hear what you guys have to think. So right now, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, or X, I want to hear what you thought of tonight's game. What was the one thing that stood out to you, whether it was negative or positive? I would love to talk about it, so please, right now, put in the comments below, what did you think of tonight's game? What was something that stood out to you? Go ahead and put that comment. We will talk about it right now. And as you do that, I'm going to go back in time and I'm going to look at some comments that we got. Chicken a la King, which I liked. Uh, Muse is a Michael Stipe looking bum. I don't know what that means. Um, but I don't know what that means. Muse was all right. Was all right tonight. I mean, I thought he was going to pull Shilov's after the fourth goal. It was late in the second. And I honestly thought Jari was going to come out for the third, but that did not happen. Shilovs did, in fact, play for the whole entire game, and I thought that was a little rough. Jonah says, let me throw that up there, Jonah. Sorry. Do you know how many saves the goalie had? 100%. Let's take a look at the shots for tonight's game. Rangers had 30 shots, so that means obviously Shilov stopped 30, and the Pittsburgh Penguins only had 19 shots out of 60 minutes of play. So not good. The Penguins only had, I believe, 4 or 5 shots in the second period alone. So that's just not good. You want to kind of average around 10, 12 shots at minimum every period. We had 5 shots in the second period, just meaning we didn't have the puck. We didn't keep it in their zone, and unfortunately, it showed tonight. Armand says, I have Xfinity, and they don't have a deal with MSG, so I could not watch the game tonight. I live in New Jersey. Oh, I did not know. Oh, actually, we did know that, Armand. We did know that you lived in New Jersey because you're a Canadian fan. Literally a Canadian fan. And, yeah, I remember bringing that up. Josiah, he says, was it wrong to play Shilovs, being that Rangers just saw him? I mean, everyone knows the scouting report on Jari, but Rangers just saw Shilovs. Yeah, this is actually something me and Josh were joking about last game, which was, do we throw off the Rangers by continuing to start Jari? I think we should have. I think we should have started Jari. In fact, I mean, we can go back to the Islanders game. I thought Shilov should have started the Islanders game because he just had a shutout. You ride the hot hand. We didn't do that for the home opener. All we did was we started Jari, and then now we put back Shilovs. I'm kind of confused on why they did that. I would have liked to see Jari just because I think he did play better in the third period. So why not reward him with tonight? I get the simple-minded thinking of, oh, Shilovs beat the Rangers, so just put back Shilovs. I understand that thinking, but after after the 4 goals, why not put in Jari? Do you know what I'm saying? Why continue to play Shilovs when he's getting lit up? I think there's a chance to kind of change the goaltending because we don't play until Tuesday. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a long enough break to kind of have both goalies play as soon as you see the first sign of trouble. When it was 3-0 and the Penguins were just not playing well. Maybe that's when you pull Shilovs. You put Jari in midway through the second, and then you guys hop on the plane tomorrow or most likely Sunday to go to California to start a California trip. So that's what's coming up next. But yeah, I don't know how to answer that. We can't go back in time. I would have started Jari tonight, and we would have maybe seen the same result. Maybe we would have seen different. Who knows? But I guarantee you, Jari is starting the first game against the Ducks in the California trip. Let's see. Did Dan Muse adjust at all? Everyone was praising him a few days ago, saying he outcoached Sova. Now he loses by 5 to Sully. I don't think he adjusted well today at all. If we want to just quick reaction to that, no. He didn't change up the way we were playing. It almost was like Dan Muse just said, "Well, something will happen." Like, do you know what I'm saying? Just keep on doing what you're doing. Eventually, something will go right, and it didn't. It just didn't happen at all. I would have seen. I would have liked to see. Oh my goodness, an adjustment mid to late second period. That's when I would like to see the adjustment if you were going to switch Shilovs for Jari. I would totally have changed up the lines. No line movements whatsoever. And it was the same old, kind of routine, which was defense takes the puck in deep, and then we just kind of circle around, try to create something, and nothing really happened. Everything just turned into an odd man rush going the opposite way because we were fumbling the puck in our offensive zone. So it's just, I didn't see any change. I didn't think Dan Muse adjusted it at all. But it's such an early sample size. So I can't be too harsh on Dan Muse because it's the third game. I think he wanted to see how the players reacted to this game. I think that, now this is me projecting, but if I'm early in my coaching, this is my third hockey game. The Penguins have been dominant the first two. You haven't seen any adversity. When you first see adversity for the team, would you want to switch it up? Or let it play out to see how your team reacts. And I think that's the motivation behind why there was no adjustment. And I'm just talking off the top of my dome right now because I'm thinking if I just started and I wanted to see how the guys reacted, this was a good way to see how they reacted. You're down 3-1. You're down 4-1. How do you get back? Okay, so they just did the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Sounds like they need some help adjusting to that. Maybe, so next time I know, all right, we're going to pull the goalie. We're going to try to switch lines up. We're trying to do all that. So I think this was, hey, I want to see how the boys react to this adversity. And then to what you just said, hey, we have a couple days. We have a couple days before our next game. It's against the Ducks. What we're going to do is take a look at the tape. How do we respond to this? And what you just said makes perfect sense. Let's do it now. Let's make the adjustments now. How do we respond to adversity now rather than figure out in February? How do we, let's back that up. Figure it out in December, because the points are going to add up in December. The points are going to add up early January. And we're going to see where we kind of fall. If Josh was here, I always joke with him saying he always pushes the goalpost down the field all the time. But he has been pretty consistent with his statement of, we'll see how we are by Christmas. That's what he always says. We'll see how we are by Christmas. And to your point, do everything now. Make adjustments now. If we're going to make a goalie change and, hey, is Artur Shilovs the guy or is Jari the guy? I think we need to start figuring that out now rather than Christmas. So as of right now, for the first 3 games, there's no rhyme or reason why who started when. You know what I'm saying? The first game against the Rangers in New York, everyone thought Shilovs got the job. But then they did a 180 and started Jari for the home opener. And then they did a 180 again for Shilov starting against Rangers. So we don't know who's the starting goaltender. As of right now, it seems on the surface to be goalie 1A, goalie 1B. As of right now. So we got to see what they do for this West Coast trip. If they ride Shilovs, great. We have our answer. If we ride Jari, we have our answer. I just want to really quick take a look at the games coming up for the Penguins. Like I said, it is the West Coast trip, so that means we're going to California. First up on Tuesday, it is the Anaheim Ducks. Then Thursday, the LA Kings. Saturday, the San Jose Sharks. Now, every other day, I would like to see consistency in goaltending during this week. Shilovs. That's what I would like. I think today was not his night, not because he was doing a bad job, but because there was bad defense in front of him. I would like to see him play a good. There you go. I would like to see Shilovs get a redemption game, and Anaheim is the perfect one. I say we start Shilovs on Tuesday and ride him the whole West Coast trip. I think that might be the best thing for him because we have not seen a big enough sample size for Arthur Shilovs or the rest of this hockey team. So I would really like to see him get the start. I would really like to see him experience some good teams. Like the Ducks are not a good team. The Kings are. San Jose is on the rise. So in San Jose, you have speed, youth, all that stuff. They're going to try to experiment to try to get some goals. Kings are a good hockey team. I would like to see Arthur Shilovs get a crack at that. If you're going to start Jari, at least one of these games in the West Coast, put them against the Ducks against Jari, with Jari. Sorry. And then after that, this quick little West Coast trip, we're back at home the following Tuesday, October 21st. So there's that. Chicken a la King. Ducks with Kreider and Trouba. Yuck. Yeah, we're basically playing the Rangers again, dude. We're basically playing the Rangers again Tuesday the 14th. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think this is going to tell a lot about the team because everyone right now was on a high with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hey, we had 2 wins. We looked dominant on Monday against the Rangers. Thursday, we struggled, but we held out and got the win on Thursday. Then today we got lit up. We got exposed today. So let's see how we are on Tuesday against the Ducks. Once again, I think that's going to be a good sample size. At this first month, I will let you know if we make the playoffs by the end of this month. Honestly, I will give an official prediction by after the game on Saturday against the Columbus Blue Jackets, October 25th. Okay? That's a Saturday, October 25th, against the Columbus Blue Jackets. After that game, I will tell you if we are going to make the playoffs or not. But 100%, 100%, I'll let you know. Sorry. Also, while I'm getting distracted and my ADD is kicking off with Discord, join our Discord. Right now, you could click any link in our bio, and it will come up with a list of social media links. Click our Discord. Join our Discord. It is what the heck is that, Abby Fantavi? What is that? Oh, it's pew 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 pew. What the heck is pew 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 pew? Okay, I don't know what's going on. But join our Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. We're growing. It's a great community. We do live chats during the game. So if you wanted to express how you're feeling during the Penguins game, join our Discord. We have a live text. It's great. It's awesome. It's fun to be a part of. Jonah says, which part of the team do you think struggled the most? Defense. 100% defense. We struggled to get the puck out of our zone all night. It was not fun. And that one goal, I think it was the 4th or 5th goal, Chris Letang was trying to box out this guy from the back. And he just let the guy score. Like he wasn't trying to box him out enough with his stick. He was just boxing him out. The guy still got his stick on the puck and it scored right behind Sherlock. So Not a good look for our defense. So if I had to pick one area where we struggled the most, I would say it's defense. We just could not get the puck out of the zone. Armand says the Discord is fun. Even Louie and Josh will make a video on their YouTube roasting us in all the Discord. That is true. We just released an episode on our YouTube yesterday. We release 2 videos a week. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the videos and comment. We will interact with you there as well. But we just released a video on Friday of me and Josh ranking our me and Josh reacting to our Discord ranking all 32 NHL teams. And we have some crazy people on our Discord that put the Penguins in the B tier, and it was just downright crazy, and I don't know what my Discord was thinking. So yeah, make sure you join that. Brandon says join us for all of our shenanigans. You could even be a part of our next tier list. That's 100%. Thank you so much. Brendan, is there um any quotes that you want to throw out there? I know we're wrapping up here, but I know you usually have some good quotes. Um, Armand says the next tier list should be stadium food. Actually, yeah, I was thinking of, because we released the new jersey for the Penguins on the home opener. Maybe Josh and I can rank the Penguins alternate jerseys over time and put them in a tier list. So maybe that's something we could do. If you like that, put a thumbs up in the chat and me and Josh will record it, and then that will be our next episode. But what a spot to end it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Next game, once again, is next Tuesday. The Ducks, or this upcoming Tuesday, I should say. Ducks, it's a late game. 10:30 is puck drop. That's right. 10:30 p.m. the puck drops, which means this game is not going to end until midnight at the earliest. So that's going to be a rough one. I know Josh might be in bed for that one too. I might be here by myself, but it's going to be a late one. So if you want to stay up late, join us. It's going to be a fun time. That's our next game. Don't forget, like I just said, Josh and I release a episode twice a week on our YouTube. So make sure you go over to our YouTube, subscribe, and comment and like. Okay, a lot of things just happened. Or rank the stadium in general, says Jonah. Abby says she's going to be in bed for sure. Brendan says, rust on the loss tonight. We didn't handle it well. We let in 1 goal there, and I think we just kind of lost our details on both the kill and the power play. Yeah, isn't that what I said? Yeah, I 100%. I think we all saw that, Rusty. I think we all saw that. Special teams were just bad. 100%. Just downright bad. You guys just couldn't get out of there. So, yeah, I think Rusty nailed it on the head. Chickenella King says, California Pens fan here. I'll be up. All right, well, I'll expect to see you at our live stream after that game. And you're just correct there. Yeah, so not much to talk about other than the Pittsburgh Penguins. Just, I guess they weren't sweating hard. I'm trying to think of how to use that in a sentence. They weren't sweating hard. They weren't trying hard. They just sucked. They just sucked tonight. So that's all that there was. Hopefully, they can turn it around. Hopefully, they make the adjustments before this West Coast trip. We will see. I'm excited to see who will start in net against the Ducks. You can follow along on our X profile, channel, however you want to say it. Go follow us on X. We tweet like crazy. Go follow us on TikTok. Go follow us on all the social media platforms. We go live on Twitch sometimes to play some video games. So if you like video games, we play video games. If you like TikToks, we make TikToks. If you like Facebook and you still use Facebook, we got one of those. But that'll do. Oh, Tanger being evaluated according to Dan Muse. Got it from Taylor Haas. Okay, let's make it known. It's from Taylor per Dan Muse per Chris Letang. Got it. Per Brendan. Per us now. I saw Letang leaving the building after, and there was nothing visibly wrong with him. No limp, no wearing anything would indicate an injury. Oh, interesting. We will see. Guys, we will see. But that'll do it for tonight. We will see you in the next episode. And as always, let's go, Pens.